Okay, so I already know some people are gonna be like mad asses about this. So I'm only gonna wait 22 minutes for this one. I mean, what the fuck did I say? I'm only gonna wait for 22 people this time right now. I'm just gonna leave it like that, baby. Hold on. It's pouring, raining. So Aquarius, this is literally your reading, like without a doubt. Okay? Let's get it. Hey, sorry if I look like shit. I wasn't actually gonna do a reading today, but I was like, fuck it, why not? Waiting for 22 people, y'all, because I'm kind of excited to do this reading. It's not gonna be that long. Well, damn, it's not gonna be that long. Hey, I probably emailed you back. I just now opened my emails, like literally a couple minutes ago. So I guess check your emails. Thanks, bitch. All right, y'all, before I can't get distracted. So this, okay, so peep game. Came on this hoe. I should be safe from the snitches. But so we taking it all the way back to New Year's, right? And it's so ironic, y'all, like, oh my god, I think like we're really taking this shit all the way back. So remember, y'all, how when I was at my mama's house, right? And it's so ironic that I'm supposed to be at my mom's house right now. But remember I was at my mom's house and I had met that white girl, right? So just listen to the story. So y'all remember I was at my mama's house. I had met that white girl and I had lied to her and basically told her that I had lived there, right? And so we was friends. So we was friends like at first because I guess I tricked her. But the only reason why I tricked her was because I knew for a fact that she was tricking me. I just didn't know how. I just thought she was tricking me. So I feel like that my guys are saying tell the whole story. My guys are saying tell the whole story. Like, okay, so ironically, this is really what happened. So this is all symbolic, y'all. I swear to God. So, okay. My mama didn't want to take me to the gas station to get some wood, to get some wood or whatever like that. So I was like, okay, bitch, I'm just gonna Uber. Start Uber. And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna Uber to the thing. And so I ended up meeting these people, and it was this Mexican boy. I think he was Hispanic, but I think he was Puerto Rican for some reason. And it was this white girl. But ironically, it was this white girl, okay. So I'm like, hey, can I get $100 worth of weed? Whatever. Hey, we did that. She's like, hey, you know, I live in a big house. Like, I live in a really big house. So my mother lives in a big house. Okay, I don't live with my mom. But so, of course, you come to that hoe. And so she's like, hey, do you have any friends? Do you live here? I'm like, yeah, I know manipulation. Okay, not saying I'm a manipulator. I'm a Pisces, so we rule persuasion, I want to say. So I know when someone's trying to persuade me. So I was just like, okay, well, whatever. Like, you know, I need friends while I'm here anyways. It was like literally my last week. It was like literally my like last week there. So I'm like, whatever, let's see what happens. It's like literally like couple days before New Year's, and she's like, yeah, my mom's having this New Year's party. Her mom's a Capricorn. I feel like all of this is ironic. Her mom's a Capricorn and she's in a fucking biker gang, ironically. But it was so super weird. Her mom had like this weird ass infatuation with me, and it made me uncomfortable. Mind you, okay, let's just keep going. Okay, so I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not thinking anything of it. They're like super cool or whatever like that. I feel like they're hiding something. I just don't know what it is, but I don't feel like it's a threat. I feel like I just never feel like, I just didn't think it was a threat. So I'm like, whatever. So I ended up going with it. My mom really didn't say anything. She's just like, okay, be careful. I think like my mom, at first my mom's like, girl, where the fuck did you find these, like, where the fuck did you find these people at? Like, no shit, I ain't even gonna cap. Because like when I like look, the first time I went with them or something like that, she like literally came out there and she asked them for all their information. Cause she's like, you know, like, okay. So I'm like, whatever. So we end up going, and mind you, they like picked me up like super early. Mind you, I never met them or anything like that. So, okay, it gets deeper. So I'm like, okay, so they pick me up. And mind you, my car is in Texas, but my car is in Atlanta. I'm in Texas, but they think I live there. I don't know why. So they think I don't have a car either. So they came to pick me up because I don't have my car. I don't have a car, supposedly. And so it's like 2 o'clock. The party doesn't start till like 8 o'clock. So we're like drinking and smoking and chilling and vibing. So it's them. They're actually together. They have like this son together, which is not even their son. So it's like her son and her baby daddy's in jail, and then they're together, whatever. And so it was super funny, okay? Because like it was so crazy because I felt like the girl was trying to intimidate me. And then I think that's like what my demon like kind of came out. But like, I feel like she like brought another demon out of me. It wasn't one of them like, oh, I'm finna kill this bitch. It's one of them like, oh, I'm finna murder this hoe. Like I'm finna shut this shit down like real smooth. So she had said something to me, and like this is our first conversation. Like her boyfriend ends up going to the store or something like that. I don't remember for what. And so we're just talking, and she's telling me this story basically about how this girl, I guess it was like almost like she was trying to intimidate me. She's trying to intimidate me, but I guess like, I don't know, like I guess she's like insecure about her boyfriend or something like that. I don't know. So I didn't take anything serious. I'm just listening to her. And so I'm just listening to the bitch. So she's like talking or whatever like that. And they're telling me to say this. I'm not being rude, but they're saying this is very symbolic in this situation. So I live in a big house. In this situation, the roles are switched. I live in a big house, and she literally lives like in the projects. Like she like literally like she's on, this is no offense to anyone, but they're saying this is very symbolic. 707. Like she's on government assistance, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So it's just ironic. So she's telling me the story about basically how she ends up beating up this girl really bad and setting her up because she found out that she was like spreading rumors about her and trying to talk to her boyfriend or whatever like that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, cool, you set a bitch up. Okay, so basically she was telling her how like she got super drunk, like she got the girl super drunk or whatever like that, and then like she just started hitting her. And so I'm like, okay. So in my mind I'm thinking, okay, like in my mind I'm not thinking shit. Like I'm just thinking, like I just kept saying like this bitch is like crazy. Like I just knew she was like, something was off by her. I could tell by the eyes. Like once I seen her, I don't know if that's maybe why I was like, okay, I'll be your friend or whatever for this little time. But like when I seen her or whatever, like I'm like, something, I just knew she was like crazy. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, cool. And so then we continue the day on, and it gets like crazier and crazier, right? And so I guess like my demons get fed like deeper and deeper and deeper. I'm not reading the messages or anything, so sorry if I don't come back. So I'm like, okay, so her father comes, ironically, I don't know why, but like her dad comes. Like it was super weird. So when her dad came, this is like when it all changed. Like I feel like something was off. I'm like, okay, something's not right here. Like, but it wasn't like nothing like bad. Like I didn't think that it was anything like, oh, okay. I just thought like, okay, this bitch is lying. So her dad came, and he looked super confused to why the fuck I was there, like me as a black girl. Like it wasn't like, oh, why the fuck she's there. No, me as a black girl. She's like, I could tell like by the way he looked. He's like, and then like he said something, and they're in like the back room about adoption or some shit like that. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're like adopting or something like that. I'm just listening or something like that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Still to this day, still I'm just like, okay, whatever. And so I'm like, cool. And so then I'm like, okay, her dad's in a biker gang. They're all in a biker gang. And so this guy, I still remember his name because he was kind of him. Remember I told y'all he was cute? Okay, so I still remember his name. So I was like, okay, cool. Or whatever. Hold on. So I was like, okay, cool. He shook my hand or whatever like that. And so once he shook my hand or whatever, and he's like, hey, how are you? You okay? Da da da. And then her dad's like, they ended up saying bye to me and everything like that. So I'm like, okay. So we ended up going somewhere to get some fucking groceries because her mom's cooking, right? Like, okay. So I'm like, okay. So it's New Year's and it's her mom's birthday. And here we are. Okay, so okay. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I asked her in the store, because you know me, I'm just like a typical real life bitch. I'm gonna ask you type of bitch. I'm like, do you have any? I said, am I your first black friend? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, bitch, you didn't say that. And so like, then I'm like, okay. So I'm like, then I'm trying to like understand, like, okay, so I just met her dad. Okay, her dad, like, he gave me like this really strong energy. Like, I don't, it was like, it was like a overbearing type of energy. Like, it's like this, because he was also super big. Like he was like super stocky. Like, mind you, they're bikers. He's like super stocky, super big. Like, he had the biker shit on. Y'all know the biker movies when them niggas be in that shit for real. Yes. They like, he had that motherfucking, he had that her on his shit, bitch. I was like, ooh. And I was just like, okay, so whatever. So we ended up going to her mama's house. So her daddy he look okay. They chill. He chill. He like, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. He let her do it, cause you know, I'm sure they asked the same shit about her Mexican boyfriend. It was almost a situation where it was so crazy. Like, it was so crazy. Like, it was almost like her boyfriend pulled me in type shit. Like, literally, he's like, bitch, please help me. Like, literally, I swear to God, I'm gonna tell you guys why. This shit is so crazy. Like, oh my God. So you hear the sirens? So I'm like, okay. So we go to her mom's house, and at first her mom's like, it seems like she's a little irritated, but at the same time, she's like really not. Like, it's her birthday, and she's like, okay, cool. At first, she didn't talk to me. Like, at first, like, she was telling us to like get all this shit. Like, and it was so ironic, because it reminded me of like my mom. Like, everything like from that day, like, it reminded me like the same shit my mom does. So it's like, she's like, oh, y'all go outside, get those chairs, put those chairs over there. Y'all go outside, get that food, put that over there. Y'all go outside, y'all do that, y'all put that over there. And we're like, okay. So she just keeps telling us do shit. And then like every time we sit down, she tells us to do shit. And I remember like at one point she got mad at me because I wasn't drunk. Literally. Like you know, y'all know I take, like, I'm good. Like I know, like, she got mad. Well, she got irritated because I wasn't drunk. So like at one point, like, she was cool or whatever like that. We're like chilling, we're cool, we're vibing. And then like, it's like a lot of stages to this. So we go outside and we're like sitting by the fire or whatever like this. And there's this fucking weird ass man with the fucking top hat on. He's like staring at me. This is like before we go into playing the game. So this is like so creepy, because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, okay, I should be creeped out. So like, she's like, okay. So she's like, oh, Phoenix, you may want to get another drink or something like that. Like, something, it was like crazy, because it was like they were all super drunk, and it's like she peeped that I wasn't drunk, and so she wanted me to get drunk. So I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, whatever. So like, we're drinking, we're cooling, everything, but mind you, we had ate like a whole bunch. So like, I'm not at a state where I'm gonna get like fucked up like at all. So I'm like, okay, I'm cool. So then we end up playing this game. I have to tell the story because it's symbolic. Then we end up playing this game, and after that, the whole shit switched. Like, it was like a weird ass infatuation. Like, get out. Like, literally, like, get out, y'all. Like, it was weird as fuck. Like, I never even heard of this game. It's not a game that I never played ever in my life. And our family, like my family, they play games, nigga. Like, real, like, for real, like, we love games. So like, I'm like, okay, I never heard of this game. So it's like a gambling game, or I would say it's truly a betting game. And so like, it was weird, because like, I didn't expect to be doing this. They didn't expect to be doing this. So like, we rolling the dice or whatever. We're rolling the dice. I'm hitting them hoes back to back to back to back to back. Like, so it's like, whoever, basically you start the bitch off, like, and you roll the dice, and basically whoever wins, the person who like gets the highest number, you start rolling first. So you go ahead and you start getting like the tickets and all that shit. So I was the first one that rolled double digits, and after that I just kept hitting them hoes. They're like, damn. Then they start hyping my ass up. They're like, damn, Phoenix hitting this hoe. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then after that, like, it was really weird, because it was like this other white lady there. She was kind of actually cool. She just like, it was like they all just like identified different aspects of the community, I guess, of their community. And so there's one white lady there. She's really cool, calm, collective. She didn't really give a fuck. And she was just like by me the whole time. But it was so crazy, because it was like she was trying to copy like all my demeanors, the whole, like, everything that I did, she was copying it. It was so weird. But like, I wasn't offended by it. I thought it was the funniest thing, actually. I thought it was the funniest thing. So I was like, okay, cool. And hold on. So, child, sorry, I had to take a fucking phone call. Okay, so I'm almost done with the story or whatever like that. Sorry. So like, it was weird. So it was raining. We were actually supposed to go to the casino after that or whatever like that, but we didn't end up going. So we ended up going to this other place, which was her boyfriend. So we ended up going. So we spent the first time, we spent the first house, what we spent the first half at the white people house. Then the second half, which, like, this shit was like a whole blur. But mind you, the racist shit didn't even come from the white people like I expected. It actually, I guess it came from them, the Mexican people, right? So ironically, peep game. So, hello. So we go to the Mexican person's house, and I'm like, at this point, I'm super drunk. Oh, okay. So me and Hannah, like, we're cool. We're like almost besties at this point. So like, we're like, okay. And I told her, I'm like, girl, I really can't, like, literally, we're drunk as fuck. So we're in the car together. Like, I guess we're just saying our woes and shit like that. I'm like, girl, I can't trust you for real, because, like, you'll set me up. And she's like, what? She's like, why would you think that? I said, you basically said it earlier. Like, you basically said that you set people up. And then she's like, oh no, I would never set you up, da 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 da. So I'm like, oh, okay. So so then we move forward to the next place, and we go to his cousin's house or something like that. So they have 2 flags in that bitch, and, like, mind you, the whole time my shit is blurred. And it's like they like, it's weird, because, like, her boyfriend really didn't want me beyond my phone. And so I'm like, okay, I respected it at that time. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't really peep game. I'm like, okay, whatever. So we go to their house, and it was like, it was weird, because it was like I was doing shit, and then they're like, what the fuck, why are you doing that? Or like, how are they letting you do that? Like, I was on live, and like all the girls are looking at me, like, what the fuck, like, this bitch is really recording. Like, nobody asked me nothing or anything like that. I guess I was like in a danger zone, and I really didn't realize it. Like, I'm really getting that. Like, you're like literally getting that. So like, anyway, so I looked up what the Confederate flag is, because I remember I sent it to my friend, and he was like, yeah, you sent me that picture, because you guys know he's a veteran. He was like, you sent me that picture, and I was so confused to where the fuck you was at. He was like, I didn't say anything, because you know how you are, and you know how you be like telling people how they be just being negative. He's like, I just let you do it. So I was just like, oh. So it was so weird. So basically, the flag is used for intimidation. But, like, mind you, after that, we became, like, the bestest friends after that. Like, all of us were, like, cool. Even the whole day, we were cool as shit. I was drunk as fuck. Like, mind you, I was so drunk. So, like, we're all drunk as fuck. So, we ended up leaving. So, they ended up shooting, all that shit like that. My vision is completely blurred. So, I'm like, great. And so, by the time we end up leaving, and then, like, I ended up sleeping in her son's bed. And you guys know I got, like, 20/20 vision off the motherfucking map. So, I ended up waking up. Lord knows, I don't know how. And I woke up, like, in the middle of the night. I ended up, like getting an Uber. Like, I ended up leaving before they even woke up, bitch. So it was great. I was like, oh, this is so awesome. And so then we hung out again or whatever like that. It was cool or whatever. And then, like, okay, so one time I think they had ended up finding out that I do tarot. I feel like this is when it switched, but not in a bad way. And at first, he was saying something like he was trying to be a smart ass. And, you know, I'm a smart ass, for real, for real. And so he said something about tarot or something like that. And he's like, oh, yeah, that demonic shit. And I was like, well, why don't you get a reading done? And then I had the cards, and it's so ironic. No matter who it is, no matter what they say they don't know, everyone knows something. There's some type of secret about a tarot. There's something secret about tarot that everybody knows. So I ended up pulling out the card, and the first card, like, I didn't even shuffle them hoes. On the bottom was the Justice card, and he immediately knew what the card was, and he's like, oh, you're angel. He's like, oh, you're like angel, something like that. I know for a fact I had came in with them to break up their relationship. I don't know why, I don't know how. So it was so ironic the way he was doing this whole, was like a secret language, but he peeped game. I knew he knew what I was saying without knowing what I was saying, because it's like she was so dumb founded on this nigga, she didn't even realize that we were talking about, like, literally how he was gonna escape her relationship, dead ass in her face. But he didn't know. So shit, we were like, cool. So she's like, literally, like, she's behind me, mind you. It's like she's like, I guess, I don't know if this bitch thinks she was, I don't know what the fuck she thought, but she was behind me or whatever like that. So, you know, like drinking milk, ironically. So she was behind me drinking milk, like listening to us doing the reading or whatever like that. And I'm basically telling him how he's going to be separating from people who don't serve him and want to use him and want to take his money, because his family is actually, they have money, and is basically his girlfriend was like feeding off of him. She did OnlyFans, so she lied to me too. She told me that she had like some type of following or something. She's like a TikToker or some shit like that, and she wasn't. He actually was. It was the crazy part. And it was so ironic, like after they broke up and she ended up texting me to basically confirm to me that how powerful I was, and that she basically hated me because I'm the reason they broke up. I ended up seeing him on TikTok and he was like blowing up. I was like, ironic. So then it was crazy because he was taking care of her son and everything. Like, that's the ironic thing. So I was like, okay. So I'm like, we're talking about this dead ass in front of her. So it's like, cool. And so like, I ended up leaving, and it's like, she texts me and she's like, hey, what are you doing? Like, come over. I'm like, oh, I'm not there anymore. I'm in Texas. I mean, I'm in Atlanta. And it's like, I knew she was pissed. She was pissed because I felt like she was trying to trick me. But it just didn't work that way. And so I was like, cool. And so, she was pissed. They ended up breaking up, and then she ended up, I had the Queen of Wands. I had this another deck, and I guess I left the card at her house because, you know, I carry my cards everywhere. I left the card at her house, which is the Queen of Wands, which is a black girl, or like, you know, of Mother Nature, you hear me? And she's like, oh, you left this here, something like that. And I just want you to know, ever since I met you, my life has changed. Thank you so much. And I said, so what do you, I said, well, changed in what way? And she was just like, just know you changed my life. And that's the last time I talked to that hoe. So let's get the reading started now. It was kind of like wild. All right, so first card. But yeah, okay, so moral of the story, somebody wants to intimidate you because of something that you believe in, because you're a creed, because your culture. This is what they've been trying to do, or this is what has been going on, okay? I'm also getting somebody wants to make you confused about who your enemies are, who to work with, who not to work with. Somebody also wants to pair you up with people who are meant to destroy you, who are meant to take your energy, or who are looking forward to your despise or your demise, okay? I'm also getting like, you're gonna be working up, like somebody is teaming up with somebody to work against you, and you're teaming up with somebody to help protect your energy. I'm getting forces being joined together for something in particular, okay? Yeah, we have Jezebel spirit, okay? I'm also getting something like is a distraction or distortion. I'm also getting something where it's like somebody wants to distract you, but you are a distraction to them or something like that. I'm getting like poison ivy or poison or some shit. We have ancient knowledge and bitches is pressed. I am not controlling your mind. I'm also getting a situation where it's like somebody wants to talk like you, they want to act like you, but they want to intimidate you into like it's almost like somebody wants to like make you bow to them so that they can take your character or take your crown. It's just not gonna work, okay? Yeah, something's off. I'm also getting, you may realize something like what's going on, like somebody's like actually portraying your image, or somebody's portraying another image. So say for instance, you know, like how like a lot of Mexican people, and a lot of people may get mad at me for this, but I don't give a fuck. Like they talk like black people. Like a lot of people want to portray our race, or a lot of people want to portray the black community, but they don't want to give them the props for it. I'm also getting someone does not want to give you your props for your shit, but everything that you do, they take it. Everything. I'm also getting something about that, you know, so ironic today on Sharon. I've been watching Sharon like real heavy, like me and Sharon, we're here, baby. But like, it's like that little miss thing. Somebody's a real snitch. Like, if y'all read them hoes, they're too weird. I'm telling you, like, them hoes, like, I don't know. I'm also getting like a federal agency being used to like snitch on people or to sell people out or some shit like that, but it's gonna backfire because it's all lies, or because it's hateful, or it's because it's out of malice or something, or it's because it's racist or something like that, okay? I'm also getting like, pay attention like to who's throwing the shade, or who's throwing the racism, or who's throwing whatever the fuck this is, the torture or some shit like that. So I'm getting like somebody's like sitting behind a computer doing something to you, and like it's like they don't have shit on you or something like that, okay? This is not a race war. Somebody may want to make something a race war, and it's not a race war or anything like that. Yeah, anger issues, and then Satanists. Yeah, somebody wants to make you mad, but you're not mad. I'm also getting there's someone, or there's these group of people. This could be like KKK, this could be the cops, this could be all these people together, like they're still mad about some old ass shit because they can't change it. I said this before, like even if you kill someone, even if you take something from someone still has like something else. Someone is like faking something, okay? And it's like they're mad because you won't bow down to what's fake. It's like you automatically know like, hey, like this isn't real, or hey, like that's not real. I'm also getting something about the word nigga is significant, like nigga, like someone that feels like they have the authority to say nigga, and they ain't never went went through the shit that you went through at all. I'm also getting, you'll be surprised, like, what's going on here, like, okay, or something like that. I'm also getting someone wants you to be afraid to speak out, say something, like, against them, against their kind, or something like that, when you have no allegiance to them, or they're nowhere around you. I'm also getting someone's not even a part of the U.S., or they're not even a U.S. citizen or some shit. I'm also getting you have, like 10 times more reign or right over this person or authority. I'm getting, like, someone's living in the past or some shit. I'm also getting, like, there's, like, other motherfuckers standing against this person because there's some type of energy coming into the world or some shit. Yeah, it says you gotta be kidding me, and spiritualist. I'm also getting, like, yeah, somebody's like weird as fuck, but I'm definitely getting, like, somebody wants your spirit, like somebody wants your crown. Like, I'm really getting that. I'm also getting something about a top hat or something about magic. I'm also getting, like, something is weird as shit. Like, it's so weird because I'm also getting, like, it was so crazy because, like, because this is Aquarius reading, so this is for, like, a white person. You hear the honks? So, like, me and her, we were, like, cool as shit, and it was so ironic. I remember, like, the last time we actually had fun, we went to the bowling alley. I'm not picking sides, but I'm just saying I'm trying to figure out who's the culprit here. Like, we were at the bowling alley or whatever like that, and we ended up getting kicked out, and this white man basically said that this boy was, like, throwing that her boyfriend was throwing bowling balls at people, and I was like, huh? And it was like, he was, like, going on and on about it, and he pulled black people in it and shit like that. I don't know. All I know is, like, someone may even be using your name to get ahead in life or to get clout or to, like, get justice or something like that. Somebody's using you or something like that, because I'm kind of getting someone owes, like, a whole bunch of karmic debt. Somebody owes another motherfucker or something like that, and someone wants to pull you into it and you don't. Like, this is like, you know how niggas be like, oh yeah, like like they don't even do the same shit we do. I don't see, like it's so crazy. Like, when you hear about murders, a lot of motherfuckers murder niggas, you see what I'm saying? But, like, we're not, like, doing how, like, in Mexico, and they're doing, like, the fucking cartel, and they're fucking just killing their own fucking government. At least we have fucking class about our shit. And so it's so ironic that, like, somebody wants to, like, pair you with them, and you're nowhere like them at all. Like, that's so ironic. I'm also getting, like, you have 10 times more power and shit like that. I don't know what's on with, like, somebody wanted to take something from you, and then, like, once they get it, they go out of control with the shit. So it's like, I'm also getting, like, someone's, like, something is fear-based anyway, so something has no respect level. Like, something is forced. Yeah, something's off. I'm also getting, like, there could be people that's, like, they want to click up with you, or, like, they want to, like, gang up with you, but they're, like, looking to take you out or some shit like that, like, or something. Like, I don't know. This could also be, like, if you are Hispanic or something like that, this could be, like, your own people or some shit like that. Or you could be learning something about your own people, or something about a certain person, or something about something, okay? There's something that's been covered up, or something that's been a lie. It's like somebody's lying to you to get you to go against yourself or some shit. It's weird. I'm also getting just, like, there's, I don't know, it's just, like, some type of undercover thing going on. I'm just getting, like, be careful or something like that, because it's like someone's, like, in a race war, someone's in some type of war that they want to put you in, you have nothing to do with it. I'm also getting, like, you have nothing to do, someone doesn't understand, like, karmic laws or something. I'm also getting, like, in Mexico, they have like, tarot readers like us too, but they do, like, they work with angels and shit. The Santos angels, whatever like that, they do the same shit. Like, they work with angels and all that shit. I'm also getting someone doesn't expect you to be as high ranking as you are. Like, someone doesn't expect you to be aligned with what the fuck they're doing or some shit like that. Just like the black people got the voodoo and shit like that. Like, you know, like, I gotta speak in y'all shit so y'all can understand what I'm saying, bitch. Y'all got the same shit. So at this point, we're fighting magic with magic. Do y'all get that? Yeah. I'm also getting, like, I don't know. Yeah. PTSD, hand selected, insane. I'm just getting, I don't know. But other than that, it's just like, that's not really serious. That's just, like, I guess a side note. But I'm definitely getting, like, yeah, somebody, they don't believe in your shit. You see what I'm saying? But they want you to believe in their shit. How ironic. It's like somebody don't support your shit, but they want you to support their shit. That's some fucked up shit. Yeah, the 3 of Cups, the Hierophant, the Star card, and the 9 of Swords. Yeah, somebody's, like, I'm also getting, like, something about politics or something like that. Like, they don't even believe in politics. Somebody doesn't even believe. I'm also getting somebody wants you to believe in something, conforms to something that they don't even believe in. Yeah, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm also getting like, I don't know what this is, but other than that, we have clout. Yeah, somebody wants clout off you. Yeah, Justice, the Three of Swords, because I'm getting like something about licensings or something like that. I'm also getting like somebody wants you to believe that they have something, they don't even have it. Like somebody has like this, if this is like somebody's not trained or anything like that, like someone has no, like, what is that shit called? They don't have no degrees or nothing like that. Like, y'all know how the USA, I'm not getting mad, I'm just saying, I don't know if it's a war going on or nothing. I'm just saying, like, the truth or my truth shit. You know how the USA, they train their people or whatever like that. Like, I don't know if this is something about USA and Mexico, but like, you know, the USA train their people at least. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not just finna go out in the country and just shoot on niggas and, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like the police work with the Mexico, because that shit don't make sense. They do the same shit that they do. It's like they took the U.S. strategy, but they do it in reverse, and the U.S. try to take their strategy. So both of them trying to take each other's shit. So yeah, I'm also getting like, you know, so ironic. Everybody trying to take everybody else shit, but you know, so ironic. Africa is protected because they want everyone to think they're so poor. Let them think that you're poor. I'm also getting somebody may want someone to think that you're poor so that they don't date you, so they don't talk to you, so they don't mix business with you. That's good, because someone is not, they're not making like their bread is not gonna help you. Okay, yeah, Seven of Pentacles, their bread or some shit. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. I'm also getting investors. You could be an investor or you're an investor, okay? Like you're meant to invest in people, groups, or whatever like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hearing like someone's ordering people to be killed, or something is real corrupt here that somebody is a part of and they want you to be a part of it or some shit. Girl, I don't trust nobody, because why is you sitting up here looking at me, bitch? Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles, the Sun card. But other than that, it's just like, be careful, because I'm kind of getting a situation like I have no idea what the fuck this has to do with anything. That's what I'm saying. Like, all of a sudden, like, I just feel like, okay, this message is symbolic. Like, somebody want to be like you. Like, it's a whole bunch of niggas acting like each other and shit. But I'm trying to figure out who's the real one. Like, who's the real motherfuckers right now? Because it's a whole bunch of people. It's like somebody like... It's like somebody like they want clout or some shit, but somebody not discreet with they shit. That's why they always, I don't know, something's crazy. Like, I'm also getting somebody wants to play God or something. Like somebody wants to be God, or they want to be considered a god or something. I'm also getting something that someone did, some type of system is based on a movie or some shit. Like literally, I'm not even playing. That's how funny it is. Yeah, Three of Swords. And y'all know the cartel work with the cops. We all know that, but like, I'm just now peeping game. Like, they work with the feds. I'm just starting to think everybody snitches. I don't know, bro. Everybody just snitches. You could be trying to figure out somebody snitching on you. Like, bitch, I'm just saying, like, somebody like doing some crazy shit. Yeah, the Star card, the Wheel of Fortune. But yeah, I'm getting something that's a part of your destiny here. Or there's a certain culture, create a part of your destiny, or meant to like join forces in the end. Okay. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm just definitely getting like, so you could be dealing with somebody that's Hispanic or something like that. Like, yeah, Mason's inheritance. Because I'm getting something that's about masonry, Masonic masonry. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this could be something about money or some shit like that. Somebody could be trying to go up against you for some shit or something like that. Okay? And you built the temples, or somebody here actually, you know what I'm saying? Our people invested in building that hoe. We didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, we taught them. You know what's so crazy? We taught them. Like, same shit the Mexicans did, we did that shit on the pyramids or some shit like that. So it's like somebody wants you to think that they go hard, but it's really you that go hard. Or something like that. Or it's really y'all that created the shit. Yeah, Native American. It keep popping out. Somebody been stealing people y'all shit, man. Yeah, blood selected. Yeah, in the reverse. Someone is not blood selected, and somebody is not pure. Yeah, we have purity, and then we have you're the only power. And then we have Boris spirits. Yeah, that voodoo, that Egyptian shit, that Creole shit, that African shit. Yeah, depression. That shit is depressing. To figure some shit out like that, like, who goes to this extreme lengths? I'm also getting someone just doesn't like you. I'm also getting you're not the only one though. Somebody don't like Jews either. Somebody really don't like, somebody just don't like chosen people. Cause I remember when I was like, the Jews really, they work with tarot and shit like that because it predicts the future, I guess. Okay, but he was like, he felt so, it was like he was offended that I had, it was like, it was so crazy because he acted like he was so offended by me doing that hoe, and then he mentioned that his sister did that hoe. So I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, sociopath. I was just about to say that, and then I ended up, and then like I took it the next level and I said something about a murder, and he was like, okay, stop right there. It's like he knew I was telling the truth. Yeah, planned death and celebrity in the reverse. Yeah, so somebody could have been planning something for you, but you're like way ahead of them. Yes, sex magic, Italian descent, and Jezebel spirit. I'm also getting like Sicilian descent. It's like a whole bunch of motherfuckers trying to prove who they are and shit. Yeah, princess, or a whole bunch of people trying to prove to you who they is or some shit. I don't know. A whole bunch of people fighting for you. I'm also getting warrior spirit. So let's get off of that. Getting you're like a warrior, princess, god, goddess, angel, whatever. Warrior, angel, whatever. Okay, avenging angel. Okay, you're here to I don't know. Okay, so we have ritual, then we have empress, and then we have spiritualist. Yeah, we have ritual. I'm also getting somebody wants to be in the spirit of, somebody just wants a certain spirit, or somebody wants to embody something. Okay, yeah, everybody's lying, or everybody's snitching. I'm also getting something about assassins or assassinations. Like these people work with assassins, assassinations or some shit like that. Or somebody else do. I'm also getting like John F. Kennedy and shit like that. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Something's being recorded, or somebody's recording you, or somebody's recording your conversation. I watch Queen of the South. So somebody like they not expecting you to be as intelligent as you is. Like somebody not expecting you to, like, I'm also getting a situation where it's like you're supposed to have a lot of distractions around you so that you can't see what someone's doing, but you don't. You're protected or some shit like that. It's the time we're in. The Wheel of Fortune is the times right now. Everyone's really inside. No, ain't nobody really going out for real. God is protecting you. It's nothing that man can do. It's not something. I'm also getting, this is not even something that you're doing yourself. This is God himself doing the shit. You have a lot of protection around you because of the times right now. Ain't nobody gonna touch a chosen person or somebody that's been chosen by the blood of Christ or the blood of the people that's supposed to be fighting the last battles. Ain't nobody gonna touch you, bro, because they not gonna do it. What the fuck? Or they don't have the blood to do it, or they don't even have the strength to do it. Yeah, the Star card, the Three of Swords. Yeah, spell is broken. I'm also getting like a matrix. You've been under a matrix. You've been under a spell, or somebody else has been trying to put you under some type of spell, matrix, illusion to them so that you work with them because they know if you create your own shit, it's over with. Yeah, the Page of Swords, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Yeah. But it's like, it's nothing like personal, nothing like that. I'm just getting like, really it's the end times. It's the apocalypse, basically. Like, this really what's going on. Like, this is all about spiritual warfare. It's a whole bunch of spirits being unleashed into the universe. You see what I'm saying? And those spirits are going to choose the families they want to work with. It's the veil is being lifted. The portals are opening so that people can walk through. But these are blood portals. Portals that are blood portals, or portals of murder. All right? Meaning like, you're protected by your blood, or your bloodline, or you should be. And if you have not entered that portal, then you'll be like not protected. It's kind of like the purge. Anybody left outside or anybody left out, okay, you must get out. Okay, yeah. So we have the Princess of Wands, we have the Hierophant, we have the Justice, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, we have the Ten of Wands, we have the Three of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Star card, and the Three of Swords. Excuse me. Y'all, I literally have to go get my weed. I'm getting it for free. I'm also getting like all these creeds, all these groups, they didn't even believe in you. I'm also getting, it's so ironic, black people rule the sun, but you guys know, like once our ancestors start dying, I'm getting something about a significant bloodline or significant bloodlines. Once, like, say for instance, somebody in your family dies, they ascend to a deity, or they ascend to an ancestor. So this, when the rapture begins, you see what I'm saying? I'm also getting like someone has been trying to start some type of riot, World War III or something like that. That's why they've been sacrificing so many black people, because they're looking for the family that's going to start the apocalypse or some shit. There's a family that's connected to the demons, or there's a family connected to some type of blood dragons or some shit. I don't know, I'm hearing blood dragons or blood demons. Okay, they're supposed to start the apocalypse, or they're supposed to open the gates of hell. I'm really getting that. Like someone's been killing people because they're waiting for someone to ascend to open the gates of hell or some shit. Like something is of the Bible. Everything going on in the world, even like all the black men and all the black people dying and shit, it's literally a part of what's going on or something like that. Yeah, PTSD, this is what's going on. So it sounds fucked up. It's technically genocide, but it's like something is connected to magic. It's also connected to the Vatican. It's connected to something else as well. Somebody's trying to open a portal so that they can create the new world. The new world agenda cannot be created until this world has completely been diminished. Okay, duh. Okay, you can't like start something anew if something else is still there, basically. So someone's like not counting on your kind to rise. I'm also getting like, once somebody's ancestor dies, or once someone like ascends, black people are no longer going to be considered Leos. You're actually switch, because we are the real astrologers, or we are the real scientists, just so you know that. But they're not gonna like, someone's supposed to come and break some type of spell, or there's a spell that's supposed to be broken, and there is a portal that's supposed to be opened. Okay, and someone's not expecting your kind to ascend, or they're not expecting you guys to wake up. I'm also getting someone's been trying to kill people off, like who know certain things, so that you can't ascend, to prepare for this time, because whoever wins this war or something like that, they then are the beginning. I'm also getting someone did not expect you to remember, because someone put a spell on not only your family, all the black people are aligned, or all the community is aligned. They put a spell on the whole bitch, like the whole thing. It's through your food, through the people you're fucking, through the things that you're watching on TV. It's literally all aligned. Okay, there's nothing that's going on that is man-made. Well, God is controlling it all. I'm also getting man thinks that he controls God, but God controls man, and man, it's crazy here. Yeah, we got spawn of Satan. You're hearing the honks right now. Okay, I'm getting like the portals are about to be open to the gates of hell, and there's about to be literally World War III. Okay, and that's why the spiritualists are so important, because you guys are going to help open up that portal. You guys are going to help pull people into the portal, basically. Like, it depends on what type of spiritualist you are. Not all spiritualists mean good. I'm going to tell you that one more time. Not all spiritualists have good intentions on you. Okay, so just be aware of that. Okay, some people are meant to bring you down. Yeah, watch who you call your homie. Some people are meant to bring you down. Some people are meant to bring you up. Some people are meant to ascend you. Some people are not. Like, literally, just because I say I'm spiritually doesn't mean that I'm spiritually into God, or I'm spiritually into the light. I could be spiritually into the devil, spiritually into the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could be into death. I could be into anything. So many spirits. That's why it's so important. I'm also getting all these spirits, all of these names. No one knows what they mean but us, because the spirits come from African spiritualism. That's where spiritualism is. They just took off the African part. Spiritualism is African spiritualism. Africans discern spirits. That's it. Yeah, Creole descent. Okay. Yeah, the sun and something's off. And I'm also getting only the chosen people know who the real chosen people are. You know when something's off. Yeah. Like, you're like, okay, something's not right. That's not right. Yeah, I'm also getting, 44, your discernment is going to be like on it, like just up and up. Yeah, spawn of Satan. I'm also getting, whether you know it or not, everybody is connected, and it's like water. Like, literally, it's like a wave, like water. Like, I'm also getting, I swag when I surf. Now watch me surf and sweat. I'm hearing that song. Like, I'm getting something about bands and armies of people. Like, literally. Yeah, ritual. Okay, and then Bori spirits, and then depression, and then celebration. Yeah, y'all, we're about to be celebrating. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to the next sign.